Garrett and Ariano. Here we go again. Three wide coming around 1 and 2. Just the way you want to see that. That's Salimia Poor, your race leader. Excuse me, not Ariano there. Nice little run and holding a lead for Yapor, as far as I know. Don't think we have too much seat time out here at the Vado Speedway Park from Yapor. Get a look at that, but your race leader right now, Jeremiah Duff, 18.838 seconds. Now the battle for second is on. The 37 of Josh Jackson on the bottom. And there comes Kale. So Kale's got a little pocket in front of him here as the warning to lap traffic comes up here. Hold the line. Josh Jackson is going to race every inch of this racetrack regardless right now. Making a push on Duff. All right, Jackson down low. Duff outside. Riggs is now about 0.3 of a second behind these guys, chasing in third. Duff, car in front of the 37 machine at the line, but outside of 2 on the bottom side. Josh Jackson starts making a little run. We got to turn up into 2 parked. Elephant Ranch caution flag is out. All right, with the caution out here on lap number 5, this pause definitely matters because the race showed something here. Choices getting a little bit heavier. Stearns and Yapor were on a hard charge, and now they are hooked up. So track crew is on this here. Anyways, this definitely changes the math a little bit. That early separation from Josh Jackson, Jeremiah Duff is now gone. Cale Riggs officially back where he wants to be. Your season champion. Now sitting in a clear third position rather than in third, tires warm, 0.3 to half a second behind the first and second, duking it out. Jackson and Duff had a good little race going, and now this is all reset. So it sounds like the call is going to come in on against the 95, but we'll wait for the official call. All right, the call coming in. The 9-5, Garrett Stern's going to be charged with this one here. So Salim Yapor got the rough end of that one, parked with a hard one. Salim Yapor's raced here officially twice. Between the two race nights of Yapor Heat and features, that's 3 top 5 finishes there. So the 2 going to get his spot back. All right, so firing it back up here. So coming out of the caution with 5 laps down. Decisions. The lap time will be a result of the good decisions coming out of the restart. So the 89 of Jeremiah Duff going to set that off. Cale Riggs is going to use this to his advantage with clean air in front of him to time it right off of that 89. And you see the amount of racing surface here. The Legends, you know, traditionally, you don't see him go super wide, but Cale Riggs will take it where he has to go. And even just these little laps around the track now, it's just good for him to just play in the clay. So the 9.6 machine, your season champion, calling in the measuring stick right now. 5 wins in a row in the class. So coming out of the restart, yep, this is where the race stops guessing here. The measuring stick has arrived. Clean air in front of him, and now everything just got a lot more honest. On Duff's foot. If you can hold off Riggs, you're doing something right. Jackson to the inside of Riggs. Riggs carves under both Jackson and Duff. Goes 2 for 1. The 9-6 machine. Not forcing the issue, letting the race come to him. That's why Cale Riggs is the measuring stick. Smooth execution there. Jackson, can he get him back? Is there anything left? Last time by, Riggs 18.443 seconds. Jackson 18.646. Then you have Riggs 18.292. Duff clocked at the line 18.493 and Jackson 18.745. So we got a car spun around at the top of 2. I believe that's a 4 of Tony Martin. Elephant Ranch caution flag is out. 7 laps into this one. Race fans, perfect time to recharge and refuel over at our Elephant Ranch beer barns. Both sides of the concourse, singles, doubles, mixers, tall boys, whatever you need. So with the caution out here on lap number 7, the race changes the tone a little bit. You definitely saw where Cale Riggs put on some master moves with Duff and Jackson. It was one of those that was almost just felt like the nail on the coffin. But here we are again. Reset. One more chance for Jackson and Duff to stay competitive and not let the 9-6 make a run being bunched back up with them. So whoever races wrong here, going to spend the rest of the race trying to get it back. Restarts, important. Riggs takes the high line around 3 and 4. Jeremiah Duff sitting in second. Garcia putting in a nice little race side by side with Jackson. Garcia on the low side. Jackson to the outside. Garcia sneaking up under Duff at the line. Duff just by a bit. And Garcia finding some bite on the inside of lane number 2. Work. The 6 car, Angel Garcia, is now up into that second position. Smooth, but who's going to catch the measuring stick now? 18.053 seconds at the line for Cale Riggs. Nice and wide on the exit out of 2. Just confident in what his car is doing. Confident in what this track is showing him. Open wheel cars are no joke. Race for 3rd is on. Race for 5th is on. You got Daniel Dean putting in some work. Tony Martin gets that car right in front as Jackson gets turned around by Dean. Jackson does a loop-de-loop and finds himself pointed back straight. Took that momentum and got himself pointed in the right direction. Daniel Dean, I believe, is going to be the offender on that one, getting onto the inside and fully assisting the 37 car around. We're taking a look here, running it back. The FK Rod Ends instant replay right now. So we got 3 cars battling right now. So Jackson kind of changes a lane and comes down. That's the initial impression. So Jackson's kind of trying to thread the needle. Daniel Dean doesn't lift. The call coming in from race control here seems to be that we race in a forward direction, and that would stay on the 7. So the charge is going to the 7. So that is the official call. So Josh Jackson gets a little break after that one. He's got to make a quick sprint out of the restart, get in front of some of these cars, and try to get competitive with Riggs.
I need you to maintain a slow pace once you get to that choose cone so I can line the field up behind you, and I'll let you know when to set your pace.
But the measuring stick is beyond striking distance now.
Once again, once you pass that choose cone, Hale, go ahead and set me a slow pace.
So choose cone out on the front straightaway. Garcia taken outside of Riggs.
Right, driver's tail in,
Riggs likes the inside line. Interesting.
This is the 96's race to start. I need you guys side by side.
Interesting to see how Riggs is going to fire this one. Might just have a little bit of extra bite there wherever he starts it. And Garcia has to just accommodate where Riggs is going to be. It looks like Riggs is wanting to force this outside. Again, your start cone. Hammer down from the 9.6 machine. As you see, the 82, Brandon Williams and that Lightning Mud King blitz Jeremiah Duff and Josh Jackson to get up into that third spot, but that third spot is a scramble right now as Jeremiah Duff is holding it. But Angel Garcia looking to try to put a little pressure here on the 9.6 of Cale Riggs. Meanwhile, the 3 wide, Tony Martin, Josh Jackson, door to door down the back straight. Jackson down low, Martin to the outside, almost 4 wide coming out of 4 as Martin and Stearns absorb a little contact there. Brandon Williams still sitting in that third position, but him and Duff continue to exchange right now. What a legend car scramble happening for third. Elephant Ranch caution flag is out. We have 6 laps remaining. Talk about a scramble, race fans. What a fun race, and what an awesome racetrack to watch this happen on. You've got 4 wide battles happening for that third place position, and a heck of a stack happening right behind them. You know, pretty much staying clean and green, mixing it up. Jeremiah Duff, Brandon Williams poking in there. Those two pretty much exchanging it. Garrett Stearns, Tony Martin absorbed a little contact with each other, but stayed clean. Josh Jackson looking for a little bit of extra speed. Cale Riggs shot like a rocket ship out of the last restart to the outside line, and Angel Garcia is trying to stay competitive with Riggs. You never know what could happen, but Riggs is just looking to hit mark after mark after mark and block out the noise. All right, with the choose cone out, Riggs stays that inside, you're going to see him kind of probably do that little push so he can force a nice little exit out of 4. I like it. So out of the restart, Kale Riggs, full send, trying to hit the apex. Oh, as Williams and Jackson hit hard, and we got tumble it down. Mike Money up and over. We got a fire out of Jackson. 95 of Stearns up and over. We are red flag conditions, race fans. Holy moly. Tony Martin is out of the car, race fans. So we are under red flag conditions. All drivers are okay, race fans. Race is officially checkered red. So we're going to bring our top 3 to scales once we can clear it. I'm not going to speculate. As soon as we have confirmed information from officials, we will share it with you guys.
Race fans, for your safety, we do ask that you please back away from the fence. For your safety, we ask that you please back away from the fence.
And one thing, race fans, if you do want to engage with these drivers, pits are open after the races. You can walk down there. Everybody can go down there for free after the races. Go and shake these drivers' hands. Putting on the show for you each and every Saturday night. But wow, glad everyone's okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, obviously it's going to take some time to clean up this mess on the front straightaway. But again, let's give a big round of applause to all the drivers and their safety for everyone being okay in that crash. One of the wildest wrecks we have had here in quite some time here at the Vado Speedway Park. Not the way we want a race to finish. But thank the Lord that everyone is safe here tonight. We are going to go ahead and show you the replay now that we know that everyone is okay and out of their cars. We're going to go ahead and go to the FK Rod-Ins instant replay and show you what went on this restart. And it all started with the middle car, the 82 getting squarely there on the front straightaway, clipping Josh Jackson, who just went right into the field, the 95 going upside down. And was at the 65 taking a wild ride on the front straightaway. Wow. Joaquin is going to be making his way downstairs here in just a moment to interview our winner. As you can see, the 4 being taken away. Hooked up there on the truck, on the front straightaway. Going to head back to the pits. And we do have our top 3, I believe, going through tech right now. They are on the scales.